suspect you have questions.
Theory. Flemeth's daughters house the souls of the old gods. What are the old gods? What is Flemeth plotting? What role does Morrigan and perhaps her sisters play? There are so many questions surrounding Flemeth, and even more so now that we know she holds the essence of Mythal. We know that Flemeth is plotting a reckoning, but what does her reckoning have to do with the old god's souls? If the one performs the dark ritual with Morrigan at the eve of battle against the Archdemon in Origins, then the child is born with the soul of the old god Othymio. When this child Karen encounters Flemeth in Inquisition, it seems that she was after the old god's soul all along, and takes it from Karen before departing. The proof of this is the scene following Flemeth taking an orb of light from Karen. While the "no more dreams" may just suggest she quiets the soul, it's the line spoken by both Karen and Morrigan once they return to Skyhold that proves Karen no longer has the old god's soul.
No more dreams?
No more dreams. Are you all right, Kieran? You are not hurt?
I feel lonely.
She wanted the old god's soul all along.
Karen is now lonely, suggesting he no longer feels the presence of the old god next to him. And Morrigan even states that Flemeth was after the old god's soul all along. Even further proof that Flemeth retrieved the soul is Morrigan being unsure how this will affect Kieran, this meaning the old god's soul being gone.
So Kieran had the soul of an old god?
Taken from the Archdemon at the final battle of the Fifth Blight. Yes, he has never known anything else. I'm uncertain what effect this will have on him.
Another thing to take away from this interaction is the fact that Flemeth never had any intention of forcibly taking over Morrigan's body. Flemeth only showed herself to see who drank from the well of sorrows and nothing more.
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never endangered from me.
So to all of this, we can assume that Flemeth and ultimately Mythal's plot revolves around using the souls of the old gods. I believe that she intends to use all of them, that Mythal and later Flemeth went through the ages collecting the souls of the slain old gods in similar ways to how Othymio's soul resided in Kieran. The methods may not have been as refined as the Dark Ritual, but the fact that the ritual exists implies that it was tried and used before, perhaps by Flemeth herself or more than likely by another one of her daughters. We know that the legend of not just Flemeth but the Witch of the Wilds has spread throughout Thedas. There are potentially 4 mentioned besides Flemeth and Morrigan, one in the Palatine Forest in Avara, another in Nasheen Marshes in Orlais, one in Nativa who granted Xenon Antiquarian eternal life during the Steel Age, and Yavanna in the Talari swamps of Antiva. There is another legend of a Witch of the Wilds that aided Catahan, but it's believed that this was also Flemeth. For now, I'm inclined to believe that Flemeth has at least 5 daughters, one for each of the past blights. Seems to match that given the 4 that are rumored along with Morrigan. Now, how does this fit alongside my theory that they house the souls of the old gods? Well, I believe that if they themselves don't hold the souls of the old gods, then they are at least looking after them, just as Morrigan looked after Kieran who held Othymio's soul. I don't believe that each daughter has a child themselves, but are looking over the souls in some form or fashion. I think the grand scheme is to place the old god's souls back into vessels of great dragons. We know from the comic Until We Sleep that Yavanna has been tasked with awakening these ancient great dragons. Safe to assume that Flemeth gave her this task since Yavanna regards Flemeth as her mother and Morrigan as her sister. Even her appearance resembles Flemeth's own almost exactly. Now as to why Flemeth may need several daughters, even if the souls of the old gods are placed into the bodies of these great dragons, can be traced back to something Solus said about Corypheus and the dragon he controlled.
Solus, the dragon Corypheus commands, could it truly be an archdemon?
One assumes that if it were, we would be facing a blight.
So what is it then? A corrupted dragon? Simply another darkspawn?
It is connected to Corypheus. Such a relation goes beyond mere control. It is a bond.
It makes you wonder if that's all the archdemons themselves are, pets to beings who no longer exist.
I would not go as far as that. This dragon is a replica, spawned from a creature who aspires to greatness, no more.
I think the dragons may need someone to bond to. Now as to why Flemeth and by extension Mythal wants the old god's souls, it's because I believe the old god's souls are bonded to the Evanurus. I think that Mythal is going to manipulate that bond to either control the elven gods or kill them once the veil is brought down and the Evanurus return. I can't say if Solus and Mythal are necessarily working under the same plan, but at the very least, Solus's plan aligns with Mythal's want for vengeance. So in conclusion, each daughter will control a soul of an old god that was once bonded to a member of the Evanurus, to either control them or kill them in the end. Or perhaps there is a third possibility I'm not considering. Question for all of you, what did Flemeth cast into the Luvian? I know the prevailing theory is it was a piece of her soul to prevent her from dying, but then the question would be, where did she send that part of herself? Perhaps that's a theory for another day. But let me know what you think about this theory. Please like and comment on the video. And if you have anything else you want me to discuss, please let me know either on Twitter or here in the comments. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time in the next video with Peck, Theorize, and Unsolved.